What's going on, guys? Bearhawk here, and today I've got 3 games for you actually, and you'll see it's only about like 10-minute video, which means the games are really fast. So in this video I'm showcasing the Leopard. It's not a review or anything, it's sort of a rant almost, because I feel this tank is just too good. Like, I mean, you'll see in all 3 of these games, except for the last game, I only do about 700 damage. I do pretty well in all these games. I think as of recording over this, I have like a 78% win rate and 1,100 damage, average damage in this tank. And at the time of recording this video, not the audio I'm doing right now, I had like a 90% win rate and 800 damage or something. It was in my first 15 battles. So you see, as I unload the clip, I do 283 damage. 283 damage. And then just like 6 seconds later, I'm ready to pump another clip into this guy. So I unload one magazine or one clip. I think those are clips, and then it's a magazine, whatever, into that guy, but I didn't do any damage. And this Panzer in front of me keeps popping out and taking dumb shots he didn't need to take. You'll see, I guess he kind of blocked my kill at the Dicker Max, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. He dies. And then the E2, I see him creeping up, so I put a quick shot into him. He puts a shot in me. I know this isn't going to go well for me as the Hellcat's creeping up, so I get out of there. I decide to go around and retreat. I know, whatever, retreating, blah blah blah. Whatever, it kept me alive this game, allowed me to do more damage, so I'm okay with that. I see we're winning 6-2 with, well, us having 6 players alive, them having 2 players alive, and we're gonna win this. Surprisingly, ooh, wow, what a surprise. No. So, going around the side here, spot both of them. I decided to try and finish off the Jackson, but I guess I missed. I only had 3 shots in my clip, in my magazine, or whatever. Someone's gonna correct me and be like, Bearhawk, it's so obvious, it's a clip, not a magazine, or whatever. So just save your breath, save your fingers. I'll probably look it up after this video. And then I get a bunch of air on the mouse. I've actually been liking this tank loads more than the Lux. So many people were saying that the Lux is like, oh, it's one of the best tanks in this update. Like, I've played all the tanks, and for me, my favorites have to be the RU-251 and the Leopard, and I just played the VK before recording this, so I'm really loving the VK as well. But I didn't like the Lux as much. I just didn't like it that much. I mean, maybe it's because I just sucked in it, but I don't know, this tank's so good and so much fun to play in. I mean, I feel this tank is broken, but I don't know, like, how. I mean, it's not like I'm bouncing a ton of shots. This guy recognized me, that was pretty cool. You'll see, like, you bounce shots sometimes in this, but it's not like an E75 or whatever that can bounce a million shots if you just stay out there. I think the two main selling points of this is its extreme mobility and its gun. It's got such a good gun for tier 5. It does like close to 300 damage in 5 seconds if you unload the whole thing in one person. And then it only takes like 7 or 8 seconds to reload. Like, I don't know. It just feels so broken. Like, I got to this spot before the whatever it is, T49, and he wasn't able to do anything. See, he just pulls off. He knows the power of the Leopard. So here I empty a clip into the Panzer. Look at that, so much damage. And you do so much module damage as well, just because there's so many shots being fired. Like, this gun is honestly so broken for tier 5. I mean, and I don't want it fixed, because it's so much fun to play. But I think what I would, if it would have to be nerfed, I would remove one of the rounds. I would just make it three shots. Like the Waffenträger, how it used to have, I don't know how many shots, but they took out 1 or 2 shells from it. But it's still really good. I mean, you can do over 1,000, 1,500, close to 2,000 damage if you unload all of it into one person. I think over 2,000 damage, actually. Maybe like 2,400 or something. I'll have to check. I haven't looked at that in a while. So, I mean, not much to really commentate in this game. We're just kind of steamrolling them. The scores of players may be close, but we've got them all bottled in. And literally, okay, so whenever I play a game, my thought process of playing with the Leopard is this. When we get into the player screen of like tanks and stuff, if they have no Leopards, I know it's going to be an automatic win. That's just has to be so. I mean, that's what's happened. I mean, if it's me, if I'm the only Leopard against a team without a Leopard, maybe we might lose. But if it's me and say, I don't know, even Steven98, I was playing with him a lot in the Leopard. If it's us two and they have no Leopards, it's basically an automatic win. If I'm alone and they have a Leopard, it's still probably going to be an automatic win, unless it's a player from the forums or whatever, because players in these games generally just rush with the Leopard, and at that point, they'll be missing a lot of shots, so it's pretty easy to finish them off. But if the Leopard knows what they're doing on the other team, then you may have a harder battle. If it's me and even Steven against two other Leopards, then usually it's a win, but again, kind of like going solo. If they know what they're doing, then it's bad. But if I'm solo, the enemy team has two Leopards, or I'm platoon and the enemy team has three Leopards, you just know that's an automatic loss. Because the Leopards will just rush you together and just destroy you. It doesn't seem like there's any skill involved in this tank. Now, I say that I'm not a great player. I wouldn't say, I'm obviously not, like, Unicum or whatever. On WOT stars, I'm like top 10% or something, but I'm not like really good. Like there's a difference between being like in the 90th percentile or the 10th percentile and being in like the 5th percentile. There's a big difference. So just this tank, it feels just too easy to play. I honestly think it's the gun, because if you were to nerf them in mobility, it wouldn't be a German scout. I'm sure someone's going to disagree with me and say that it's completely fair and balanced and you just got lucky with your teams. But I mean, I don't know. This tank is so much fun to play. I mean, I'm never going to sell it, ever. I've moved on to the VK28, but I'll probably stream this a lot just because it's so much... Oh, it's just such a good tank it's such a fun tank. So this game, I go for an early scouting position so I can get spots on them. This game I don't do as much damage. I play more of a support role here, and this tank does really well at tier 6. Look at this, the T150 wasn't looking at me. I'll just pump 270 damage into the side of your turret. And look, I'm back and ready for another clip into him. I thought he fired there, I guess it was the guy next to him. And with this thing firing so many shots, like, even if you miss a couple, you'll still do around 100 damage, which is pretty insane. Each shot does, I don't know how much damage. I haven't even, like, you don't need to know anything about this tank. You just keep pressing the fire button on an enemy, and you'll do damage. Yeah, I love this tank, but I feel it's just so broken. I mean, I can't, I don't know, I sound repetitive, but I mean, that's like the whole point of this video, was for me to rant about this tank. And it's not, okay, so usually, like, I don't rant that much. I mean, I'll rant sometimes about bad teams or whatever, but everyone does that. But I mean, I don't think I've ranted about a tank being broken before, because all tanks in Blitz feel fairly balanced. I mean, there are obvious choices that are better than others, like, why would you pick the mouse over the E100, you know? Why would you pick the, well, I mean, okay, I feel the T62A is better than the Object 140, but, that's not as clear of a line as the mouse in E100. So at the end of this video, it's kind of suicide, so there's not much to pay attention here. But I mean, like, this tank is, it's just a step above the rest. I don't feel it's that balanced. I think if we get other scout tanks in Blitz, it may become balanced. Like if we get other scout tanks. I don't know the other scout tanks, but I think it may become balanced then. But maybe it's just because of this auto loader or whatever. But regardless, it's a lot of fun to play. I hope you guys can see me stream it soon. I'll be streaming this Friday. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these games. I think I'm going to show my stats in a little bit. You may see it at the end of this video. If not, yeah, you will. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Woo! See ya.